You are not alone. You were never alone. Every sleepless night, every sudden heaviness in your chest, every unexplainable chill down your spine, those were not coincidences. Those were warnings. Heaven was trying to reach you, to prepare you gently for what was coming. But your faith, your pure heart, kept postponing the moment of truth. You wanted to believe in goodness, in love, in loyalty. And that, beloved, is what makes you so deeply loved by God. But now, you are being asked to see through divine eyes, to recognize that love does not mean blindness, and faith does not mean allowing betrayal to grow in the shadows. For months, I have stood beside you, sword drawn, wings spread, guarding you from energies sent to break you. There have been nights when darkness gathered outside your door, not in the form of monsters or shadows, but in the form of human deception, whispered lies, and secret actions that you were never meant to discover. Heaven recorded everything. Nothing escapes divine sight. The one you trusted most, the one who smiled at you and spoke words of care, carried within them a hidden intention that was never of light. They acted from fear, jealousy, or manipulation, and though they convinced themselves that they were protecting you, what they did crossed a sacred boundary. God's patience was long. Heaven gave them time to repent, time to confess, time to undo what was done. But pride blinded them. They chose silence, hoping the truth would remain buried. Yet the truth has a heartbeat of its own, and when heaven commands, it rises. That time has come. This secret, beloved, has been weighing on the divine scale for far too long. And now, by divine order, it must be revealed so your destiny can unfold freely, without hidden strings attached to your heart. There was a day, you might remember it, when your spirit suddenly felt uneasy around them for no clear reason. You brushed it off, thinking it was just exhaustion or imagination. But it wasn't. It was me, Michael, whispering softly, urging your heart to pay attention. You are deeply intuitive, but your compassion often silences your discernment. You always choose to see the good, even in those who carry shadows. That's why God treasures you. But sometimes, to protect you, heaven must pull away the curtain. And though the truth might sting for a moment, it will set your soul free from a chain you didn't know you were wearing. You must understand, beloved, that this revelation is not to hurt you, it is to free you. The divine doesn't expose to shame, it exposes to heal. You have been unknowingly living in an energy that wasn't yours. Every delay, every sudden emotional drain, every strange dream or feeling of heaviness, it came from the unseen betrayal that hovered near you. The person you trust most created a ripple in your destiny by making a choice that was rooted in fear. They took something that was meant for you, maybe an opportunity, maybe your words, maybe even your trust, and tried to reshape it in their favor. They thought you'd never find out. But God saw it all. And when God decides that His chosen one must know the truth, nothing can hide. Heaven bends time, alters circumstances, and brings messages like this directly to your path. This message found you today not by coincidence but by divine orchestration. You might have scrolled past, hesitated, or even doubted it, but something in your soul refused to let you ignore it. That's because your guardian angels have been guiding you here all along. There's something sacred in this moment. As you read, you might feel your heartbeat quicken, your palms grow warm, or a strange calm wash over you. That's divine confirmation. Archangel Michael is standing near you right now. His wings surround you in light so bright that no deceit, no curse, no manipulation can touch you anymore. He's saying, beloved, this is your moment of truth. I am sorry for waiting this long, but heaven had to align the perfect hour. Now, everything hidden will begin to surface. The one you trust the most has been conflicted. They love you, yes, but they also fear losing control. In their weakness, they made choices in secret. Words spoken behind your back. Promises broken in silence. And though they told themselves it was harmless, the spiritual consequence grew heavy. You began to feel drained not because of your own energy, but because of theirs. Every time they hugged you, smiled at you, or told you everything's fine, a part of you sensed the distance, that something wasn't pure anymore. Now, heaven is stepping in to restore divine order. Everything that was stolen, every lie that tried to alter your path, every blessing that was delayed because of their interference, all of it is being returned to you. God is undoing what they did, piece by piece. You may not see it immediately, but the process has already begun. Doors that were shut will open again. People who turned away will suddenly feel drawn back. Finances that were blocked will begin to flow. Even your physical energy will feel lighter in the coming days. Because truth liberates the soul. I know, beloved, that this is difficult to hear. You would rather believe in the goodness of others than face the possibility of betrayal. But understand, even this was part of your divine training. God allowed this because He knew it would awaken your spiritual eyes. You have a destiny that requires clear sight, and sometimes, heartbreak sharpens the vision of the soul. You are being prepared for something greater than you ever imagined. What feels like loss today will become the foundation of your divine rise. Heaven is not angry with the one who betrayed you, heaven is sorrowful for them. For in their weakness, they lost something sacred, your trust, your pure love, your unwavering loyalty. But do not let bitterness enter your heart. Let Archangel Michael handle the justice. Divine justice is already moving silently but powerfully. You don't need to confront, accuse, or even seek revenge. God will reveal, in ways you cannot predict, exactly what you need to know, at the right time. Watch how the truth begins to unfold naturally, conversations overheard, messages revealed, circumstances aligning. The very person who thought they hid everything will, by divine design, expose themselves. And when that happens, beloved, don't be afraid. Don't react with anger. Stand still. Because that moment will be your confirmation that heaven was right all along. Archangel Michael will stand beside you, whispering, "You see now? You were never foolish. You were faithful. And that faith is your strength." God is proud of you for your heart, for choosing kindness even when you could have chosen suspicion, for staying gentle when life tempted you to harden. But from this day forward, heaven asks you to walk with sharper discernment. You are stepping into a new phase of your destiny, one where your light will attract both love and envy. Protect your peace, guard your energy, and listen to that quiet voice inside, because that's how heaven speaks to you. This secret I carried weighed on me for long. Every time you prayed, asking God why certain people around you felt off, I wanted to answer. But divine timing restrained me. Now that the truth is revealed, I can finally tell you, everything that confused you, every unanswered prayer, every delay, it all makes sense now. You were never cursed, never abandoned. You were being protected from what you couldn't yet see. The person you trusted most made an earthly choice, but you are chosen by heaven. And when you are chosen, no human action can undo your destiny. They might have slowed the flow, but they could never stop it. And now, because you have reached this message, because you opened it with faith, heaven is unblocking everything at once. A rush of restoration is coming. Blessings long delayed are now in motion. People will come forward with apologies, truths will surface, and your spirit will finally feel the peace it has been missing. Beloved, let the tears fall if they must. Cry not out of pain, but out of release. This truth is heavy, but it is holy. Heaven does not reveal to destroy, it reveals to rebuild. Your heart will heal, stronger and wiser than before. You will begin to see why you had to go through this, because the next chapter of your life requires a level of clarity only truth can bring. Archangel Michael kneels beside you now, placing his hand upon your shoulder, saying, "I'm sorry. I protected you in silence because I had to. But now, I will walk beside you in light. You will not face this alone. The darkness that surrounded you is gone." From this day forward, every hidden plot will collapse. Every deceitful energy will lose its grip. The divine army stands at your door, and I, Michael, have commanded that no weapon formed against you shall ever prosper again. Your home is shielded, your heart is guarded, and your destiny is being rewritten in golden ink by the hand of God Himself. Breathe deeply. Feel the shift. You have crossed a spiritual threshold. The old cycle of confusion ends today. What was done behind your back will no longer define you. It will only serve as a testimony of how God turned betrayal into divine elevation. You will rise, not in spite of what they did, but because of it. And remember, beloved, this message will not remain forever in front of your eyes, but its truth will remain in your soul forever. You are safe. You are chosen. You are protected by heaven's mightiest warrior. And nothing hidden shall remain hidden anymore. God has spoken. Archangel Michael has revealed. And your new dawn begins now. God says, I am sorry, but I, Archangel Michael, have been hiding a secret from you. For a long time, I have stood beside you, shielding you from storms you didn't even know were meant to destroy you. I have seen your tears when no one else was watching. I have heard the silent cries you sent up to heaven when you thought no one was listening. I have carried your pain in my wings and whispered to God that you deserved peace. But today, beloved, God has finally given me permission to reveal something I have kept hidden for too long. It is not to hurt you, but to set you free. The person you trust the most, the one whose name brings comfort to your heart, has done something behind your back that has been blocking your blessings. Heaven waited until this very moment to uncover it, because now your spirit is strong enough to see the truth without breaking. Please listen carefully. This message is not an accident. It was sent to you because your soul cried for clarity. You have been sensing something was wrong, those sudden chills, those restless nights, those moments where your heart felt uneasy even though everything seemed fine. That was me, trying to warn you gently. You felt confusion not because you were weak, but because your spirit was clashing with deception. You were meant to see this today, because in the next few hours, divine rearrangement will begin. You are standing at a threshold between what was hidden and what will be exposed. Heaven is removing the mask that someone close to you has been wearing. I kept this secret because I wanted to give them a chance to repent. God is merciful, and He always waits, hoping that those who wrong others will turn back before it is too late. But they did not. They continued their actions, even while pretending to love and support you. You trusted them with your heart, your dreams, your faith, and they betrayed that trust in a way that heaven cannot allow anymore. God's patience has reached its limit concerning them. And now, everything done in darkness will come into the light. Beloved, don't be afraid. Nothing will harm you. You are surrounded by divine protection stronger than steel. Even as you read these words, legions of angels stand guard around you. They are stationed at your door, your window, your home, your mind, and your heart. No curse, no lie, no manipulation can enter your energy field anymore. The deception that once covered your eyes is being ripped away by the holy fire of truth. I know this truth might hurt, but it will heal you faster than the illusion ever could. The person who betrayed you has already begun to feel the weight of their choices. They are restless. They can't sleep. Their energy is trembling because heaven's justice has started to unfold. You have asked heaven many times, why does this person treat me like this? Why do I feel drained after being with them? Why do I keep forgiving and yet feel uneasy? Those were signs. You were sensing that their words didn't match their spirit. You were feeling the mismatch between your pure energy and their masked intentions. They envied your light, beloved. They smiled while secretly wishing your blessings would slow down. They acted as your friend, your confidant, your family, your lover, but in private moments, they allowed jealousy to turn into silent curses. They spoke things they thought God would not hear. But heaven hears everything. I tried to cover you, and I did. That's why, no matter what they tried to do, you still stood tall. You still survived. You still kept your peace, even when they were secretly planting doubt around you. They wanted people to turn against you, but their plans backfired. God kept you hidden under His wings. I was the one who whispered in your ear not to go to certain places, not to answer certain calls, not to share your heart too soon. Those instincts were me protecting you from their schemes. But now, God says, enough. The season of silence has ended. The exposure begins now. Everything that person thought was buried will surface. The things they said about you in private will echo back to them publicly. The lies they used to block your favor will turn into the very keys that open your destiny. You don't have to fight, you don't have to argue. Heaven is doing the confrontation for you. The truth will unfold naturally, in divine timing that begins the moment you finish reading this. Do not allow your heart to harden, even when you feel disappointed. God doesn't reveal to destroy you, He reveals to deliver you. This exposure is a divine mercy, a way of freeing you from attachments that were suffocating your progress. The one who betrayed you will be shocked when they realize you found out not through gossip, but through divine revelation. That's what makes this moment sacred. Heaven itself has stepped in to speak directly to you. You may ask, why me? Why would someone I love do this? Beloved, because your light is rare. Your purity exposes others' insecurities. The same people who claim to admire your kindness sometimes secretly resent how deeply you are loved by God. But they can't stop your destiny. What is anointed cannot be undone by human hands. Even their betrayal will serve a purpose. It will be the bridge that leads you into your next blessing. God allowed me to hold this secret until the perfect hour, and that hour is now. You are at the edge of a divine turning point. The same person who thought they could block your path will soon witness your breakthrough. They will realize that all their manipulation did was accelerate your elevation. You will rise publicly in the same season they tried to hide you privately. Don't be tempted to confront them in anger. Simply observe. Let the truth reveal itself naturally, because it will. Within days, something will happen that makes everything clear. You won't need to search, the evidence will find you. Heaven will make sure of that. You'll see a message, a conversation, a confession, and it will confirm everything you feel now. But instead of pain, you will feel peace, because your soul will finally understand that what left was never meant to stay. I have wept watching you question your worth. I have seen you doubt your intuition because others gaslight your spirit. But I tell you now, you were never crazy, you were chosen. You were never paranoid, you were perceptive. Every time you felt uneasy, it was your higher self recognizing deceit. Now, God is restoring your confidence. You will start trusting your own discernment again. You will no longer ignore the whispers of your intuition, because that voice within you is holy. Do not fear the loss that may come with this truth. Sometimes exposure leads to separation, but separation leads to salvation. The absence of the wrong person creates space for the right ones. The angels are already aligning people who will honor you the way heaven intended. People who won't drain your energy, who won't smile while secretly wishing your downfall. Real ones. Faithful ones. The divine will fill your life with souls who match your light. The one who betrayed you will try to return when they feel the weight of divine justice. They will come with apologies, with stories, with emotions, but be careful. Forgiveness does not mean re-entry. You can forgive and still walk away. The lesson of this season is discernment. You must learn to guard your peace with the same passion you once guarded others. Your love is powerful, but it should never be wasted on those who play with your trust. I know this truth is heavy, but it's necessary. Because after this revelation, doors will open that were locked for years. The blockages in your finances, your relationships, your spiritual growth, they were all tied to this hidden betrayal. Once the mask falls, divine energy will rush back into your life like fresh air. You will feel lighter, freer, more centered. Blessings that were delayed will start flowing like a river that finally breaks through a dam. Heaven is proud of you. You could have become bitter, but you chose to become better. You could have given up, but you kept believing. And that is why God chose to reveal this to you personally through me. You have been faithful in dark seasons. You have sown seeds of love even in rocky soil. Now comes your harvest, not of pain, but of divine vindication. Those who mocked you will witness your restoration. Those who doubted you will see proof that God was with you all along. Right now, as you read this, your name is being spoken in heavenly realms. Angels are preparing new alignments. Some old connections are being cut energetically, You may feel tired or emotional suddenly, but that's just your spirit releasing what no longer serves you. Don't resist it. Let it go. Cry if you need to, but understand that every tear is a cleansing wave. You are being made new. I must tell you something else. I wasn't only hiding this secret about them. I was also hiding something about you. Something beautiful. You are far more powerful than you realize. The reason people are drawn to you is because your soul radiates divine favor. You carry healing energy in your presence. When you speak, light flows through your words. That's why darkness tried to attach itself to you. It wanted to dim what it could never destroy. But it failed. You survived every test. You are stepping into a new season where your spiritual authority will increase. Your manifestations will become faster, your intuition sharper, your blessings larger. In the next few days, you will notice signs, feathers, repeating numbers, songs that play at perfect moments. Those are confirmations that this message was real. Heaven communicates through symbols, and those signs will appear to strengthen your faith. When you see them, whisper, "I receive divine truth and protection," and watch how peace surrounds you instantly. Beloved, I love you. I never wanted to hide anything from you, but God's timing is sacred. Now, His timing has arrived. You are ready to see, ready to heal, ready to rise. I am here, and I will not leave your side. Every fear that tries to come near you will be dissolved by my presence. Rest tonight knowing that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The one who tried to deceive you has lost access to your life permanently. God has sealed your path with divine light. You are chosen, you are protected, you are destined. What was hidden behind your back is being removed from your future. The person who thought they could betray you without consequence has unknowingly pushed you toward your greatest awakening. Heaven has already rewritten your story. This moment of revelation is not the end, it is the beginning of your divine freedom. Trust God. Pray to Him tonight. Speak your heart openly. Tell Him you release the pain, the confusion, the anger. Then breathe deeply. Feel the warmth in your chest, that is the Holy Spirit reminding you that you are safe. No one can harm you when heaven has claimed you. You will not lose. You will rise. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, you just have to trust God and pray to Him. The truth may sting, but freedom is worth it. The fire that burns away deception never destroys you, it refines you. And when the ashes settle, your light will shine brighter than ever before. God says, "Beloved soul, I am sorry, but there is something that has been hidden from you for far too long. I, Archangel Michael, stand before the throne of heaven trembling, because what I am about to reveal to you is something I have been ordered to keep in silence for months. Today, that silence breaks. Today, heaven has given me permission to speak. The truth that has been wrapped in darkness is coming to light. And you, chosen one, are finally seeing this message because the time of revelation has arrived. God Himself said, "Let this be shown to them before it is too late." You have been walking with faith through storms that you did not understand. You have prayed while others whispered behind you. You have forgiven while others plotted quietly. You have smiled through invisible pain. But now, the hidden reason for that pain is about to come forth. The person you trusted the most, the one whose words felt like shelter, whose presence felt like peace, has not been who you believed. They made choices in fear, not in faith. They acted in weakness, not in love. And even though heaven saw it all, God asked me to stay silent, until now. Because the divine plan was still unfolding. Beloved, I know your heart will tremble reading this. I know your hands might feel cold. But don't be afraid. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved by a power greater than betrayal, greater than lies, greater than any pain that man or woman can cause. You see, when God allows something to remain hidden for a season, it is not because He is ignoring you, it is because He is preparing you. Every tear you cried in confusion was being counted. Every prayer you whispered in the dark reached heaven louder than thunder. And now, heaven's answer is descending. I, Michael, have been with you in every battle. When you felt that strange chill at midnight, that was me standing guard at your window. When you thought you were alone crying, that was me kneeling beside you. When you dreamed of light surrounding you, that was no dream, it was me, protecting your spirit from the darkness that tried to consume you. And now I am commanded by God to tell you this secret that I hid under divine instruction: the person you trusted most has not been loyal in spirit. They have spoken your name in rooms where your light was envied. They have passed along words about you that were not pure. And though you might think this is only human error, God says no, it was spiritual deception. But do not hate them. Do not seek revenge. Instead, stand still. Watch what God does next. Because the same hand that allowed their betrayal will now use it to build your destiny. God is rearranging the stage of your life. You are not losing anything, you are being rescued from what was quietly poisoning your peace. This is why things began to feel heavy. This is why you sense distance from someone who once felt close. Heaven was removing their access to your soul. You didn't lose them. You were protected from what you didn't yet know. Beloved, there are things that must fall away before divine blessings arrive. Some people are not meant to walk with you into your next season. God tried to warn them to honor you, but they ignored the voice. Now, heaven has decided to show you the truth. You may feel hurt at first, but then you will feel relief, because deep down, your intuition already knew. That strange feeling in your chest, that hesitation when you tried to call them, that moment of silence in your heart, it was your soul recognizing the mask. But you stayed kind, because your heart is pure. And that's why heaven has chosen you for miracles. God says, don't worry about what they said or did. I am about to turn their actions into your testimony. The energy they used against you will become fuel for your divine elevation. Their words will echo back to them as conviction. But you will rise, blessed beyond understanding. Your peace will return. Your glow will return. And your faith will become your fortress. Archangel Michael speaks, I watched you choose love over anger. I watched you pray instead of gossip. I watched you give when you had little. You have passed the test. Heaven is proud of you. The secret that was hidden from you was not meant to destroy you, but to deliver you from false attachments. The moment you read this message, a spiritual veil is lifting. You will start to see the truth in faces, in words, in energy. You will know who stands for you and who only stands near you. Don't fear this gift of discernment. It is divine armor. Beloved, you must know, there is a divine reason this message reached you right now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. The timing is perfect. Heaven moves with precision. You might not realize it, but you were led here. Something in your spirit drew you to open this before it vanished. That was God's nudge. You are being shown this before a critical decision. A cycle in your life is ending, and another is opening. You are stepping into your season of revelation. Everything hidden will come to light. The people meant to walk with you will rise beside you with truth. The ones who were false will fade away silently. Don't chase anyone. Don't beg for explanations. Just listen to your spirit. The same God who showed you their actions will show you your next step. I, Michael, have been protecting something sacred that belongs to you, your destiny. The darkness tried to delay it, but it cannot deny it. This is why strange obstacles appeared recently. It was not bad luck. It was spiritual warfare. But now, your path is being cleared. God's hand is pushing open doors that no human can close. You will see sudden clarity, divine connections, unexpected blessings, all aligned with divine timing. Heaven's message is simple: do not allow this revelation to make you bitter. Allow it to make you wiser. The betrayal you discover will no longer break you, it will build your discernment. God is not punishing you, He is protecting His promise through you. And in the silence that follows, miracles will start to bloom. I need you to breathe deeply right now. Feel the weight lifting. Feel the protection surrounding you. You are being covered by light. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. God is with you. Even as I speak, the angels are rearranging things in your favor. There is movement in your name. Someone who once ignored you will remember you. Someone who lied about you will confess. Someone who walked away will realize the truth too late. But don't look back. Keep your heart open, but your boundaries strong. You have cried enough. You have suffered enough. God says, now comes the peace. You are about to understand why everything happened the way it did. You are about to witness the redemption that heaven has planned for you. There will come a moment very soon when the person who betrayed you will face a mirror of their own actions. And when they reach out to you, you will not feel anger, only strength. Because by then, you will have already ascended spiritually. You will no longer need closure, because God Himself will give it to you through peace. Beloved, the angels are rejoicing right now, because you have received this message instead of ignoring it. You didn't dismiss the nudge in your spirit. That means your heart is still aligned with heaven. Your blessings are not delayed anymore. Expect signs, feathers, lights flickering, dreams of water or wings, all confirmations that your protection is active. Tonight, before you sleep, talk to God. Tell Him you release what is hidden, you forgive who hurt you, and you trust His plan. And as you do, I will stand beside you. I will command the winds of destiny to carry your pain away. You will wake up feeling lighter. The battle you cannot see will end quietly. Remember, you are not alone. You are chosen. You are protected. You are guided. Heaven's eyes are on you, and nothing can stand against what God has ordained for you. The secret was hidden because your heart needed to be ready for it. Now you are ready. And soon, you will thank God for the truth, because it will set your soul free. Stay calm. Stay faithful. Pray tonight, and trust. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. The truth has finally been revealed, and from this moment onward, no darkness can hide from your light. God says, I'm sorry, my beloved one. I know how long you have waited for clarity, for truth, for peace within your trembling heart. I see your sleepless nights, the way you keep asking heaven, why does this pain not leave me? Why do I feel something is hidden from me? And today, heaven has opened its gates to reveal what has been held back for far too long. Archangel Michael, your guardian and divine protector, bows before the throne of God, tears in his celestial eyes, whispering, Father, shall I finally tell them the truth? And God, in His infinite mercy, said, Yes. Let the truth come to light, for the time has come to heal what was broken. Michael says, I'm sorry. I have been hiding a secret from you, not out of betrayal, but out of divine protection. You were not ready before, beloved one. The truth would have shattered you when your soul was still fragile. But now, heaven sees your strength. Now you are ready to hear what has been concealed behind the veil of silence. The person you trusted the most, the one whose name makes your heart soften, whose voice once gave you comfort, has done something that tore heaven's peace apart. It was not just a simple mistake. It was a decision made in darkness, a choice they hid behind words of affection. Michael watched them, night after night, standing near your presence in spirit, holding his sword of light, whispering to God, should I stop them? Should I intervene? But God said, wait. The appointed hour has not yet come. Beloved, that hour has now arrived. You have felt it, haven't you? The unease. The strange heaviness when their name appears. The way your heart senses something is off even when your mind tries to reason it away. You kept defending them before others, even before God in prayer, saying, no, they wouldn't do that. But heaven's scrolls cannot lie. The angels who record every word, every action, every secret, they brought forth evidence that made even Michael's wings tremble. There was a moment, not long ago, when this person was tested. God placed in front of them a chance to choose light over shadow, truth over deceit. And instead, they chose silence, they chose fear, they chose to protect themselves instead of standing by you. They told someone something that was meant to stay between you and heaven. They revealed a confidence, a sacred truth, and by doing so, they opened a spiritual wound in your destiny. Michael tried to warn them. He appeared in dreams, in strange coincidences, in delays, in moments where everything seemed to go wrong. Those were not random. Those were angelic interventions, attempts to wake them up before they crossed a line they could not uncross. But they ignored the whispers. They thought, no one will ever find out. Yet here you are, reading this, because God has allowed the truth to surface. Do not be afraid. You are not being punished. You are being freed. Michael stands beside you now, his mighty wings wrapping around you like a cloak of light. He says softly, beloved one, I never meant to hurt you. I kept this secret because you needed time to grow stronger. I needed you to become spiritually mature enough to handle truth without collapsing into bitterness. You have grown. You have learned to pray even when you felt alone. You have learned to forgive before seeing justice. Now, heaven can trust you with the truth. What this person did was not random. It was orchestrated by forces that wanted to test your faith. God allowed it not to destroy you, but to elevate you. Every betrayal, every silence, every tear that fell from your eyes became a seed in heaven's soil. And now those seeds are blooming into power, discernment, and divine favor. Michael says, "You were never foolish for trusting. You were faithful. You believed because your heart was pure. But now, it is time to see with spiritual eyes, not just emotional ones." Beloved, you need to know that even though someone's actions hurt you, heaven still has plans for restoration. You will not end broken. You will rise stronger. The person who wronged you will one day stand in front of you trembling, realizing what they lost, not just your trust, but the presence of God that came through you. Michael says, they don't yet understand that you were their divine test. You were the one heaven sent to reveal whether their soul was ready for true love, true loyalty, and truth. But they failed that test. And yet, your compassion has bought them time. Yes, beloved, your prayers, those moments you cried for them instead of cursing them, those prayers reached heaven. Even the night you said, "God, if they betrayed me, please still forgive them," heaven trembled with love at your mercy. That act alone has rewritten your destiny. What was meant to destroy you has now become your crown. And still, there is something deeper you must understand. Michael reveals that this person carries guilt now. They may smile. They may act as if nothing happened. But when they are alone, when silence surrounds them, their spirit feels the weight of what they did. Sometimes they wake up in the middle of the night, feeling your name echo in their conscience. That is not coincidence, that is heaven calling them to repentance.